Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of my luxury regrets with you. So if you're interested, do keep on watching. So I've been buying luxury for a couple of years now. I didn't used to buy so much stuff. I think COVID happened and like a lot of us just like went a little bit crazy. So I shared in one of my previous videos that I bought my very first Chanel bag in 2014, like the end of 2014 when I went to Paris for the very first time. And then subsequently, I think my second bag, I only bought it in 2018. And then everything just kind of like went downhill from there. I started buying bags, started buying shoes, started buying ready-to-wear and fine jewelry. So I've amassed quite a few things over a couple of years. And I now have a more concrete idea of what I should buy and shouldn't buy. So here are just some of my luxury regrets that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I wouldn't even necessarily call these regrets. I would say that it's just lessons learned of what I actually do like and do not like over the few years. So I'm very excited to share them with you today despite not liking these items quite so much. So the very first category of items that I want to share with you is actually ready to wear. Personally, I do not have a lot of fails with my ready to wear, I must say. I have quite a couple of items and I've already placed them here, so that's why I'm looking at them. I do have skirts, I have like t-shirts, I have like knitwear, I have jackets, I have quite a lot of jackets, and then I also have like sweaters here and there. But I feel like the most regret I get out of like buying all these items are t-shirts. For some weird reason, you would think that I would get a lot of wear out of them, but I think specifically you just need to be very aware of what kind of t-shirts you're buying, because some t-shirts just tend to have characteristics that do not work so well in our climate. And I really just don't think that dry cleaning t-shirts is really a very sustainable thing, because it's expensive and you wear t-shirts all the time. So I think generally for people who are living in like humid climates, I think cotton t-shirt is good, and also t-shirts that you do not have to dry clean will be the best. So the very first fail in the t-shirt category is actually this Balmain t-shirt that I think I bought on My Theresa, if I'm not wrong. This t-shirt is actually in one of my Black Friday sales haul, so I'm going to find the video and link it up over here for you. But can you see that this t-shirt has this like embossed print over here, and it's like slightly fuzzy, so when you actually go and wash it, it actually peels off. So now I do not even see the Paris anymore, and you can see that the L is like peeling off, and there's like slight stains as well. So I'm very aware and like more careful about all these. But I mean, personally, it has already ruined the look of this t-shirt, because like the P is already missing, and then the L and like some of it is coming off. So I would say that one lesson learned is not to buy t-shirts that have all these kind of like very easily embossed items. You want something that is sort of like stitched in, so that it doesn't peel off like that. It's so ugly. So this is definitely one of the many fails. I just wear these at home nowadays, because I don't even want to wear this outside. It's a little bit like, nah, see the P is like missing the P. Like, I mean, it's a little bit annoying to be very honest, but otherwise I do really still like the color of this t-shirt. I think it just goes really well with a lot of things. It's just such a pity that it has to happen. And then the other fail of a t-shirt is actually my Christian Dior t-shirt. I can safely tell you that this is a fail because look at how yellow the t-shirt has gotten. I don't even want to put it close to you, but there is like stains on the armpit itself, where all your sweat actually gathers, and then the whole t-shirt is just like yellow in color, which is really annoying. And then there are also like stains at the top of the t-shirt, and then I think these are like just foundation marks that I can't really get out, and it's just yellow in general, and it's so annoying because like, what kind of t-shirt like yellows like that? Because I do wash these t-shirts as well. I think the last time I really wore this out was like in Paris, when I did my solo trip in Paris. I'm going to post a few photos up. You know, it went fine, but maybe because the weather was just like too hot over there or something. So I don't even wear these out anymore, and I really just think that it's a waste of money. I mean, I could wear this at home and wear like nobody really cares, but it's such an expensive t-shirt to just wear it at home. And I actually got this t-shirt from the Dior Kids line, and this is in the size 13, so actually it's already not crazy expensive if you were to get it from the men's department or even like the women's department. But I still remember paying quite a bit for this t-shirt, and I just think that it's such a big regret to like get this. I do have another white t-shirt from like Celine, but that has held up pretty well. There's like no stains whatsoever, so I'm not sure why is this like yellowing so much. So I would say that if you want to get t-shirts from Dior, because the material tends to be like slightly thinner, especially from the women's line. Let me see what make is this. So this is actually 100% cotton, which is something that I would highly recommend, but maybe not in like white, I would say, because it's, I mean, just look at it, it's freaking yellow. Like, how is this like even a white t-shirt? Because it's just like straight up yellow. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend like getting white t-shirts from Dior per se, unless you really know how to like take care of like white t-shirts. Apparently I don't, because like there's so much stains on it, and I mean I can try another way to like get the stains out of that t-shirt, but I just can't really be bothered, and it has been on there for like quite a while already, so I really doubt that it's gonna come out anytime soon. But yeah, I'll still give it a go. So I would say that the t-shirts that have worked out really well is this like Loewe t-shirt. I will highly recommend the Loewe t-shirt. This is the one with like the embossed stitching here. So it comes in like this stitch pattern. It's not like a printed sort of pattern, so you want to look out for these things. And I'm pretty sure I throw this into the wash all the time and it's been doing fine. So this is also 100% cotton, so that's great. Yeah, I really highly recommend the Loewe t-shirts. They held up really well. So this is one of them. Let me show you the Celine one. So this is the Celine t-shirt that I got. I would say that so far so good for like a white t-shirt. There are a few like specks at the back, but I think it's still fine. So this is also 100% cotton. I think this has held up much better than the Dior one. If you want to put it side by side, you can tell that this is like white and this is like completely yellow already. So I think that's just a really big pity that I have for that t-shirt. And honestly, I did tell myself that I'm not gonna buy like any more like white t-shirts from like luxury designer houses, because I just really don't think it makes any sense at all. I would buy black and I would buy grey. It's just that I wanted to mix it up because I already have like two black t-shirts the other time, one from Dior and then one from Loewe. That's why I wanted something in white, but it's just really not working out, so that's something to bear in mind. The next category that I want to jump into is actually shoes. So these are also a pair of shoes that I honestly have not gotten wear out of these, and these are the Christian Dior like espadrilles, I would call them. I remember getting this in the Dior sale, and this was like during COVID, I think. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, something about this is just not very comfortable. I just can't really like walk in there, and I would make the effort to bring them on a trip just to wear them, but it just doesn't get wear. I'm pretty sure I've worn this like maybe a handful of times, and that's about it. So I just really think it's such a pity, because it's just, I think, a little bit too hard on my feet, and I don't really like the idea that my feet is so constricted in these. That's why these doesn't really get much use, but I still think that they look really nice. Look at the pink color. I think it goes well with any beach outfits as well, but generally when I go to the beach, I tend to wear like sandals. I don't really wear these. And then if I want something more casual, I also don't really gravitate towards this, but it does match some of the bags that I have in my collection, which is why I decided to go for it. I just don't really get a lot of wear. So those are the Dior espadrilles. And then the other one, which is like a complete regret, are these like YSL leopard heels that I bought on sale as well from On Pedder when On Pedder used to be in Singapore. I think I bought it from the On Pedder on Scott's, but they have recently like closed down, and I don't think there's On Pedder anymore. They may still be in Takashimaya, I'm not sure about that. But these are like the leopard heels, and I actually bought this to match one of my Bottega leopard bags, and it's another complete fail because I bought that bag on Vestiaire and it came and it was like really sticky. So I'm honestly not sure where the bag went. I'm not sure if I even sold it. I don't think so. It's somewhere in my collection. I just don't have it near my bag collection whatsoever. I need to find that bag and actually do something about it. But yeah, these are the leopard heels that I got, and I say that this is a complete regret because this is such a painful pair of heels to wear. It's completely brand new, and it's my size, but they really just sting your feet. I just don't think I can wear like these kind of like pointy heels very much because my feet tend to be quite wide, but they really look nice on your feet. I must give them that. I just think that the very first time I wore it out, I remember I was in so much pain that I just didn't want to like move at all, and that is saying something because I think I generally wear quite a bit of heels. I just can't deal with like painful heels anymore. So these are a complete regret. I might rehome this or like give it a second shot just to like see how it goes. But yeah, I haven't really got wear out of these leopard heels at all. I feel like the most regret that I get out of all my luxury items are actually shoes for some weird reason. I think partially because designer shoes just don't hold their resale value. They do not have any sort of resale value at all. Unless you're talking about those like collectible sneakers, then that's like another thing. And that's provided if you don't even wear them at all, then they have like some sort of resale value. So I generally just think that designer shoes are not the best option if you do not end up wearing them. So that's why some people just don't go for designer shoes at all. For those of you who are new here, my name is Amelia and I do videos on luxury and lifestyle. So if you enjoy this kind of videos, do consider subscribing. Click on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. The other shoe regret that I have are actually these Chloe Mules. I actually really do like this, and I bought them quite a while ago. And I just think that they are so lovely. I just don't get a lot of use out of them because I wear them and this part actually like digs into my feet a little bit. I just think that these are still really pretty, and I might give them a second shot because they just look so nice and like so classy. And the heel is like a chunky heel, and I even like went to sew this already, so I might give this a second shot. If I do not end up gravitating towards these pair of shoes, I might end up selling them. So if you're ever interested, just drop me a DM on Instagram or like on YouTube, and I might think about selling them if you really want them. These are in size 37. So yes, these are another shoe regret that I have. Yeah, but they just look so pretty, and I honestly think that this is one of my very first designer pair of shoes. I also bought this at On Pedder. At that point of time, I really thought I would like this a lot, but I just didn't really get a lot of use out of them. So that's the Chloe pair. And then another designer brand that I don't typically get a lot of use out of are Manolos. So at some point of time, I went a little bit Manolo crazy, and I think I'm just really done with my Manolo collection right now. I have one pair in a really nice royal green color. I have one in like a champagne-y color, and I also have it in like a navy color, not the blue that Carrie Bradshaw has in Sex and the City, but like a darker navy blue. And I vividly remember buying that when I first hit my huge work goal, so I wanted to treat myself. And then this pair, I actually bought it because I wanted a pair of like flats in Manolos, so I bought this. And this is in like a dark pearly grey color, and I really just think that it's so gorgeous. Look at the color, it's so pretty. It's kind of like coming out like dark blue, but it's actually like a grey color. Somehow I just think that the flats are not as comfortable as the heels for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm typically a Euro 37, but for Orans I actually wear 37.5, and then for Manolos I also wear 37.5 for the flats, but the heels I actually wear 37. So it's just a sizing reference for you if you're thinking of purchasing like Manolos. But I've seen a lot of people saying that Manolos are already out, like it's not fashionable to wear Manolos anymore. But I still really do love them. I might still hold on to these because I just really think that they're so pretty, and like I just really love how they look. I just don't really get a lot of use out of them. For my heels, I feel like I'm okay because I already know that I might not get a lot of use out of the Manolo heels, only for like special occasions. I thought I'll wear the flats like so much more, but I just don't really reach out for them. I'm probably going to try wearing these out more often just to see how it goes, because it's such a pity just like putting it in its dust bag and just like not wearing them. So these are definitely a regret based on like how little I use them as well. So these are the Manolo Blahniks that I have. And then moving on to the next category, which is scarves. Honestly, I really do not wear silk scarves at all. I feel like I already know this about myself, which is why I try not to buy so many. I feel like moving forward, I may not pick up any more like 90 by 90 silk scarves from Hermès, simply because I just don't gravitate towards them. But if it's in a nice like pattern that I can like display in future, then I might pick it up. This is one that I picked up from the Fendi collection, which is the exact same print as my jacket. I'm not sure if this is 90 by 90, but yeah, it's in the exact same like Fendi collection print, and I just really love this like pink color against like the Zuka FF print of Fendi. I just don't really wear these out, and I'm not entirely like sure why. I just don't really know how to style them. But when it comes to like the jacket, I have worn this jacket out like multiple times. I bring this out on my trips all the time. It's reversible as well, so if you don't want something so loud, then you can go for like the more muted like FF print, and I just wear this out all the time. It also comes with a hood, which I really adore, because when it's raining I just like pull it over my head and I'm like safe from the rain. Like it's literally like rain proof. So comparatively, I think that it made more sense to purchase the jacket than this scarf itself, even though this is like a little taste of it. So you know, like some people when they buy like designer stuff, they don't want to purchase like such a big ticket item like let's say a jacket per se, so they just want something small like a SLG or even something like a scarf. But in all honesty, I really just don't get use out of the like the little things. I typically get more use out of the bigger items like jackets. So I really just think that this is not a very good use of my cash. So that is the scarf. And then I also have scarves from Hermès as well, and I can tell you that I have not really like worn them out at all. So this is actually a scarf that I got from Hermès, and I think I featured this on my channel. It's so pretty. It's like the blue with like rabbits on it, and then on the outer corner there are like orange and white trimming. I mean, this to me is like a piece of art, and if I do not end up like wearing this for whatever reason, it's just gonna be art on my wall in future. So I feel like I'll be okay with that. I just think that maybe I should try wearing this out sometime. I just don't think that people actually really do wear scarves in like Singapore. It's not really very typical, and then if you wear scarf, people think that you're like a sales assistant. So I just typically don't wear them out at all. But I still really adore the print of this. It's very pretty, and it's just so intricate, like as with all like Hermès designs for their scarves. Yeah, I just don't really get wear out of them. So if I ever want to buy more 90 by 90 scarves from Hermès, then it has to be for like decorative purposes only, because I know I'll never ever really get enough wear out of them. So yeah. And then last but not least, I have something in the bag category, and it's this bag from Bottega. I'm not even sure if I ever featured this on my channel to begin with, but it's the mini loop bag in the parakeet green. And oh my god, I'm looking at the screen right now and it's such a bright like pop of green color. Back in the day, I think this was like a really like popular parakeet color, and everyone was going nuts for this like Bottega green color. I bought this when I was in Paris on my solo trip, and I bought it like the day before I was gonna fly back, because like I was eyeing the mini look. They actually offered me like other neutral colors, but I have no idea what came of me, and they decided to pick up the green color because I honestly at that point of time thought it was a nice pop of color, but then when I came back I just realized that it's something that I feel like I will never really like gravitate towards, simply because my wardrobe is very neutral. But if I want a pop of color, then I think this is like a great option. That's why I feel like at a point of time I picked this up. But then when I got back to Singapore, I realized that they launched a new color called the travertine color, so I decided to pick that up. But I was so silly at that point of time, I did not know that there was like a 15-day exchange period, and it applies worldwide for Bottega. So I could simply have gone into the store to exchange this for this, but I didn't. So that's why I end up having two now, because by the time I realized it, it was like past the 15 days if I'm not wrong, and I have not worn this out at all. I have been trying to sell it, but nobody seems to be wanting to pick this up, and I did went to a reseller, and the price that they gave me was a little bit ridiculous. It was like half of the amount I picked this up, and I'm not even like asking for much. I just want to get back the amount that I paid for this bag in Europe, so that's why it's still in my collection. So if any of you are interested in this bag, please drop me a DM. I'll love to like sell it to you for a really good price. It's just a little bit wasted like sitting in my collection and not getting a lot of use. But if no one is picking that up, then I might just consider using it, because it has already been like a couple of years. So I just think that it's just sitting in my cupboard and not doing anything and not really getting use out of it, because I thought leaving it in like a pristine condition, knowing that I'm going to sell it, will be a better idea than using it and then trying to sell it. That's why I haven't really like got used, but no one is picking it up. So I just think that it's really wasted sitting in my collection. So I've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comment section down below some of your luxury regrets, so that I don't feel so bad about the stuff that I purchased that I've kind of like wasted my money on, I would say. If you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'll love it if you subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!